Hi everyone, this is Matt from DrawingTutorialsOnline.com, and we have been working on a really cool series called How to Draw the Figure from Your Memory. Now on YouTube, I've really been adding a lot of sketchbook videos, so it's time to get back to doing some tutorials for you guys on YouTube. I'm going to take a short clip from step number 2 of how to draw the figure from your memory. It's like I said, it's a really cool series. You want to check it out, just visit the site. And peek around in the memory drawing section. We're teaching you how to draw hands from your memory, feet from your memory, the basic figure, and our next step, number 7, is going to be how to draw a portrait from your memory. So here we go. Check it out. Enjoy. Okay, now let's start with a new figure. Okay, now remember, when you start, you can envision a pose in your brain that you've drawn before in the past. Remember, this is drawing the figure from your memory, and that means that you would have to have drawn the figure from a life drawing class. Okay, to have a more of a feel. You can do this completely out of your imagination as well, but I do think life drawing speeds the process along. So look at how light I'm drawing here. Oval for the rib cage, super bowl shape for the pelvis. A little bit of that iliac crest. Okay, that is really round. I like the way that I drew that. First rib, collarbone is going to start right from the front of the first rib. Costal margin and sternum. Key anatomical landmarks. You do not need to know every single aspect of anatomy to do this out of your memory. So now what we're going to do is, you guys already know the deal. We're going to start from the iliac crest, and we're going to represent the quadriceps, the front leg muscles, with the opposite C that comes from that iliac crest down to the kneecap. And then we eliminate the straight line. Okay, pretty simple. Kneecap, oval, which is going to be the top of the tibia. Now another opposite C, right down to the outside ankle, which is in essence the fibula. Very simple. Very simple. Now, once I noticed today that I'm really drawing my legs a little bit bigger, so it's just because of the way that I'm drawing with my flow. No problem. Go back, make the rib cage a little bit bigger. That's an easy fix. So now go to the other leg, the left leg, from the iliac crest all the way opposite C to the kneecap once again. Tilt the kneecap the way the leg is tilted. Cylindrical shape for the top of the tibia, gesture line, and then these round cylindrical lines for the top of the foot, target. Let me move my pad over a little bit. I want to make sure that you guys get this. Okay, that's better. Now, you see how I did the feet down over there? Just a couple of angles with the ankles that wrap around the top of the foot. Okay, just gesture in a quick skull. Doesn't have to be complicated. Now, once again, a half of an ellipse or an oval shape for the top of the deltoid muscle. The deltoid muscle encircles your shoulder. It attaches on the back of your scapula and a third of your clavicle. Okay, but we're just going to represent it as that triangular shape right now with the half oval. Humerus down to a triangular shape. Now that seems a little short to me. I would have liked to make that a little bit longer, because I like to match up the bottom of the humerus with the bottom of the rib cage, but it's all right. Just kind of gesture out. Put a target down there for where you think the hand is. Okay? And that, look, I mean, if you make a mistake, you can easily erase that. The problem that a lot of artists, including myself in the past, have run into is when we try to draw the figure out of our imagination or memory, we use the dreaded O-line, the outline. And an outline is not a good way to draw, because everything just goes so fake and so stiff. So the targets will allow you to just kind of gesture out the pose, center line to the front of the pelvis. Now opposite C, the outside of that hip. And we have our structure. So once again, let's show you the opposite C's. Letter C, then the backwards opposite C, letter C. It almost looks like you're drawing a chain. You should practice this in your sketchbook as much as you possibly can because it enables you to draw in a very free, flowy way. Boy, those were a lot of F's. I better be careful. So outside of the rib cage, opposite C. I like to go over certain things. I'm just trying to go over it so you can really understand it. Front of the pelvis, quadriceps. I'm so used to saying the quads for short. Now, there's that triangular part of the tibia. Tibia goes to the inside of the leg, to the inside ankle, which is always going to be a little bit higher than the outside ankle, which is a little skinny bone, which is the fibula. So you got two lower leg bones, tibia and fibula. It's not important that you know. It is important, but for right now, you're just going to draw it the way I'm showing you, okay? Again, members of drawingtutorialsonline.com, just go and look at the tibia and the fibula, the lower leg anatomy lesson, and it'll clarify things for you. All right, so after you've done those lower legs, it really is a process of continually refining items, but like putting the ribbon lines around the top of the foot, making the top of the foot look round, volume-esque. The bottom of the foot, the angle where the foot touches the floor is very, very crucial for you to put in. Do a little bit more opposite C's near the hip. Okay, just continually rounding items out, and you've got your figure. Both of my figures, again, with the wrapping of the lines around, form a little bit of the triangle at the bottom of the humerus. Both of my figures look pretty tall. Maybe this is my ideal model. I don't know. Maybe because I'm a short Italian, I like to have tall figures. More with the opposite C on the lower leg muscle. It's continually now sculpting out with some more opposite C's. And we're primarily working on the edge. As we progress in step number 3 and 4, we're going to build a little bit more up in the center. You can add things like, if it's a female, add the breast, just continually building up the volume. Opposite C's are key. And you can also press down a little bit harder on your pencil. Be aggressive. You don't want to get too timid and too safe when you are doing these figures from your memory, okay? Okay, there's a time to go light, but go light in the beginning and then progressively start to press down hard. You can even throw in a little bit of a shape of the hair. All right, so now let's go and try another figure, and I'm very curious to see if it's going to look the same as this figure. Okay, let's start the next one.